Hello again, welcome back to the Carnival Club right here at betting.club as we count down to one of the great weekends in Australasian racing. Of course, it's the big doubleheader at Moonee Valley. The Manikato Stakes on Friday night rolls into the massive card on Saturday, and the Weight for Age Championship, the Cox Plate, where finally Winks and Hartnell do battle in the big grand final. Keep following all those markets. They're right up there at betting.club, right through all the group races across the cards. They will change a lot, as we always say, so keep track of those prices the closer we get to the big races. Not a bad weekend last weekend on Caulfield Cup Day. We got our boy Malachi up at a good price. Just missed with Scottish at a big each way price, run down by Jamaica in the Cup, and missed out with French Emotion at big odds, of course, in the Tristarc. But let's hope we can steer you into some very big price winners early as we go to the card. Let's start with Friday night, the Group 1 Manikato Stakes over 1,200 metres. What a race this is. 9 Group 1 winners in a field of 11, so the pressure will be on right from the start. Of course, going to the market, it's up and running and plenty of action already. Chautauqua, of course, it was very brave after missing the start first up over 1,000 metres under lights at the Valley. It got home well in that race, of course, behind Extreme Choice. Now, 225 was around about the opening quote. It's out now to around 250, 260. Keep watching. It might get longer, Chautauqua. Drawn the fence, will get back. That might be a tall obstacle in this race, and a lot will depend on how the track plays. Both rail positions are in the true, coming off Manikato into the Cox Plate, so just watch those pattern, or that pattern in the early races. This is race 7 on Friday night. A bit of a gap to the rest. Capitalist is easy, around $6.57. English, the 4-year-old mare, is around $9. And a couple to look out for at bigger odds here. The Canberra Galloper Fell Swoop. Should have won the Oakley Plate in the autumn. This horse opened around $15. It's into 12. Very good second up. Holler is first up fresh, 14 into 13. And also the quarterback should not be dismissed, even though it'll get back to last. It's around the $16, $17 mark. Buffering, the old-time favourite, will be right up there on the speed. It's around $12 early and might give you a big sight at a price. Look, the way I see the race, look, I think if Chautauqua gets luck, I don't think it has to get right back to last from the inside draw. I think Dwayne Dunn will probably use the gate, maybe sit midfield, maybe 2/3 of the way back, try and push off at the 600 metre mark with enough speed on and get a gap to come through the middle and finish over the top. There'll be so much luck in running here. But look, the one I'm going to tip at a very, very big price, I like, it was a great winner first up, is the quarterback. It's drawn the widest gate, so we know the quarterback will flop back to last and have a real crack at them from about the 400 metre mark down the back the last time before you reach the straight. No problems getting a 3-wide tail here, and just watch the quarterback finish off. $16, $17 betting.club. Sensational each way bet. Number 6, the quarterback, at big price to win the Manikato. Chautauqua is the hardest to beat, no question. If it gets the luck, it'll probably win second up. Leave it in for second, number 2. And for third, well, any number, I think Fell Swoop, who is good second up, number 8, again at a very good each way price to run third. So my tips here at betting.club to win the Manikato at the very, very big price. Number 6, the quarterback, to beat 2 Chautauqua and 8 Fell Swoop. Of course, we move through then to the big meeting on Saturday, Cox Plate Day at Moonee Valley. As I say, the rail in the true again. Watch the pattern early in these races. We have to wait to race 9 on this big card before we get to Cox Plate. And of course, so much about this showdown. Winks shooting for 13 in a row, the mighty mare, the best mare in the world. And the prices are there at betting.club as we go to the early market. Winks is around about even money. Punters want to take that. That's a competitive price. Hartnell drifting from $3 out to $3.30. But I don't really think it's a 2-horse race. The 3-year-old Yankee Rose, of course, the Spring Champion Stakes winner. They've tested that price at $17, $16 into $15 a couple of days before the race. A couple else to look out for is also Vadamos. The French Raider has very good form. Wasn't so long ago, $21. It's in now to $15. The rest are all a very, very big price, of course. Look, I think Winks has drawn 3. I think it'll be a moderately run Cox Plate, and I think she's got the best turn of foot. I think the pressure will go on at the 800 metre mark, but she's the one who can pick up the quickest, I think. Hartnell's out in 7. I see Hartnell coming over and sitting outside the speed, which is probably Blackheart Bart. Yankee Rose pushes up on the fence. Winks might just end up in the 1-1 in the best spot. So I think even money's plenty for me to back Winks. I'm going to declare the champion mare to win back-to-back Cox Plates. I'll put her on top. Winks to win the Cox Plate, number 8. I'm going to put Yankee Rose in for the Quinella value to run second, number 10, and leave the really good weight for age horse Hartnell to run third at number 3. But Winks, 13 straight, 2 Cox Plates, she'll do me at around about the even money mark. Then we go on, of course, to the Mooney Valley Cup over 2,500 metres. Horses, of course, trying to get a cup start. The betting.club early market, there's not a lot between. And number 1 Galante at 390, Who Shot the Barman is also around 390, and Excess Knowledge number 4 Gay Waterhouse around about the $3.70 mark in early betting. Not much between them. A little further out you go to $6 for Second Wave, which is the Charlie Appleby horse, of course, from the UK. And that's about it. You get out to longer prices after that. Horse I like here is Galante. It is second up here, going to 2,500. It was pretty good in the Naturalism, over 2,000 behind Jamaica. Who Shot the Barman? A little disappointed in the Metrop, beaten 3.4 lengths behind Sir John Hawkwood. Track probably a little firm. There'll be a little more give in the Moonee Valley track. So it's a chance, and so too is Excess Knowledge. And I think the form out of the race, the Bart Cummings at Group 3 level behind Al Mandan, who I do think will be a serious chance in the Melbourne Cup, was only beaten 2 lengths. Excess Knowledge, that was its third run. I think it's a serious chance. But number 1 Galante for me, around about $394 to win the Moonee Valley Cup. Second, I'll put in number 4 Excess Knowledge, and third, number 3 Who Shot the Barman. Moving through this Cox Plate Day card, we go to race 7, the Crystal Mile. This is a pretty good race as well. The early market, the United States favourite around 350. He or she's been chasing or trying to chase down Winks and Blackheart Bart, these sort of horses, around $4.60. Then you go out to $5.50 for Federal, $6 early for Stratum Star, $7 Royal Rapture. That won 4 in a row before a 4th last start. Very good betting race, the Crystal Mile. The horse I like here is ready to win is number 7 Federal. As I say, it's been really hitting the line well. Only goes up 2 kilos under the new conditions for a big run behind Ullman, carrying 57 kilos. I think this is D-Day for Federal. I think it can win the Crystal Mile. It's around $5.50. You might get better closer to the race. Number 7 to beat number 1, the United States. This horse, of course, has been kept to the shorter trips. This is fresh off a 6-week break over the mile. So United States, look at this, just gets a little bit of tempo, a bit of toe into the race. It'll be a serious chance. And leaving in third, number 5, Royal Rapture, who's very consistent and drawn well. But I do like number 7, Federal, to win the Crystal Mile on Saturday. We then go through to the Vase. Of course, this is for the 3-year-olds, a traditional Derby lead-up. This is the last race on the day. Excuse me, on the day, race 10. By this stage, they'll probably be getting pretty wide on the track, so the pattern will be a real key here for the 3-year-olds. I think the form's in the number 1 and 2 saddle cloths. Prized Icon is $4.80 early at betting.club. I've got it on top. It's had 4 runs back now. It was overhauled by Yankee Rose in the Spring Champion Stakes. I think you'll find that'll be pretty solid form for what isn't a classic Vase renewal. So Prized Icon, $4.85 mark to win for me. Sacred Elixir comes out of that Caulfield Guineas. Was only beaten 2.7 lengths. Divine Prophet. It's a very, very strong Kiwi who does get back, but continues to find the line in its races. This is third up. I think it's a lovely trip, the Cox Plate trip of 2,040 metres for Sacred Elixir. I think one of the 2 wins. You could probably back them both, but I'm going to put number 1 on top, Prized Icon, to win the Group 2 Vase, to beat number 2 Sacred Elixir. Others in the market I'll quickly mention: Harlow Gold, number 11, open $5.50, and Whispering Brook, 3 runs back. It opened around the $6 mark, for watch out for those 2. But Prized Icon for me to win the Vase. So that's our look at the big races at Moonee Valley. Betting.club is the place to go. Carnival Club is the name of our little show, and watch out for those prices, and watch out for terrific offers and specials right across the weekend on this great day's racing. So that's the way I'll look at it. I'm going to try and crack it really big at a long price in the Manikato with the quarterback, and then I do love the mare, the champion Winks, to win the Cox Plate. This is the Carnival Club. See you next time.